Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Sleepy Myrna Wolf, and you're listening to Happy Esque. I hope you're sleeping better than I have been. I don't know what it is, if it's moon related or just the constant opening and closing of the red zone, gray zone, orange zone. I don't know what. I'm getting a little cosmically weary, and I hope you're not. But I used to sleep well. The trade-off being crippling menstrual cramps and a constant outpouring of financial resources for the privilege of being a woman in her prime. And now that I'm a woman of a certain age and I don't have to deal with certain menstrual realities, I don't sleep. So is it a fair bargain? I still think I prefer this reality, but I'm a little weary, and you can probably hear it in my voice. But still, I wanted to come and chat with you and, ponder life's subtleties and nuances. How have you been doing? How are you coping? I know the word pandemic does not imply a long weekend duration style crisis. It sounds like something that's going to go on and on and on, but I still, it's all I hope to see an end. I'm sure you do too, so I won't belabor that. I'm also kept awake by the realization that I could have my pick of gentlemen callers if I were so inclined, which I'm not. And I'm sort of tickled to realize it really doesn't stop the real bachelors of Instagram, as I call them, the eligible vets, engineers, doctors. They all seem to have very impressive jobs. These men that take it upon themselves to follow myself and well, all other women, and they have names like Jason 7264 and Robert 111169, and sort of I'm not sure how they come up with these monikers, but they certainly haven't taken a great deal of time and thought. Do prefer them over, say, the quirky little names that people first adopted when the internet first came on the scene. I'm old enough to remember that year when the GeoCities chat rooms. If you shout out if you're familiar with those original chat rooms. How are you was the opening salvo for a great many dull conversations late at night. But I digress. So these real bachelors of Instagram fascinate me, because if I were to turn my attentions to the male members of the species, I'm not entirely sure what I would how I would choose between all these eligible bachelors who all seem to have studied the same um, direct message style, which is either "Hey," and it's hard to resist. I got to tell you, it's almost turned me heterosexual more than once. Or "Hello, pretty lady," or "Hello, pretty," another favorite I've noticed lately. And these wonderful bachelors, botulars, I think they're probably called, are hailing from all over the world. And I'm told by female friends who have their Facebook not on lockdown. My Facebook's been on lockdown since well before the pandemic. It's just the way I've liked it, but they get them there too. But the Instagram bachelors or botulars are quite persistent and pervasive. I mean, I find that they're really attracted to well, to anyone who is female. Basically, that's their criteria. So, my criteria for a life partner found on the internet is a little more exacting. So, sorry to disappoint you, fellows, but I wish you all the luck in the world, and all's fair in love and war. And if trolling around the internet saying "Hey, pretty" is yielding you fantastic romantic results, then hats off to you. Do tell me about your own experience with these gems, the Robs and Jasons and Gus's and so on. They all have thrilling professions. They're often posed with a hardy sort of large breed dog, or even some children. I mean, they're not above playing the recently divorced card, I gather. So, well, gents, I'm sorry to say I'm not responding, nor am I responding to any of the bikini clad gals who also have some interesting names, all of which have a great many numbers after them, and not a lot of clothes involved. So take it easy out there in Love Land. Until we talk again, remember one thing, and that is that I love you to bits. Talk soon.